Benny, if you are not a serial killer who buries your victims in your backyard, you really won't care if the authorities show up with a warrant and say, we want to start digging around. Back there, it's probably an inconvenience, but you'll be like, okay, go ahead. You're going to waste your time. There's nothing in my backyard. Maybe a dog bone. But if you are a serial killer that does bury people in your backyard, you'll begin to sweat. You'll begin to maybe say, don't do that. You'll call your lawyer. You'll say, you're not allowed to dig in my backyard. Don't you dare. Don't look. You have something to hide. You're going to act suspiciously. And this is what happens when there are tragedies where people die. Those who are responsible act suspiciously. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to show you is footage obtained by CNN. You can see the watermark right there saying obtained by CNN. Clear as day footage of the actual Black Hawk helicopter. Even, looks like a helicopter, right? We'd like to get clearer footage of it. But nonetheless, this is as good as we got so far. Slamming into the side of the American Airlines plane. And I'm going to show you what looks like a cover.
The American Airlines plane can be seen flying towards the airport before the two collide, causing a mid-air explosion and fall into the river. In a second video, you can see the Army helicopter and American Airlines plane travel toward each other. After the collision and subsequent explosion, the airliner can be seen spinning into the water, and the Black Hawk is also seen falling into the water.
This is the clearest footage that we have to this day. I really want the footage from inside of the airplane. The Black Hawk helicopter is actually what you really want, because it's the Black Hawk helicopter that was flying wildly off course, according to the black box inside of the American Airlines commercial flight. Of course, 67 people lost their lives. That black box is going to detail how. That black box says that the helicopter was flying twice as high as it's legally allowed to and was approximately 1 mile off course. And that Black Hawk helicopter was warned multiple times not to hit the plane, to go around the plane, get the hell out of there. What are you doing there? And you can see, obviously, according to this footage, there's no evasive maneuvers. Notice the tail. Play this again. Notice the tail. The tail doesn't go up or down. The helicopter literally flies directly into the plane. The purpose of a Black Hawk helicopter is to be able to stop literally on a dime, to go up and down very quickly, to dodge RPGs in the service of keeping their crew alive. This is a very, very quickly adaptable and maneuverable vehicle. So why didn't it maneuver? Why didn't it move at all? You can see here in this video that the commercial airline was shining bright like a star in the sky. Look at that. Would you be able to see that? Yes, you can, even on these low quality cameras. Up until that footage was released, this was all we really had from the crash. Now, this footage is damning in its own way, because what you can see is the helicopter and the plane flying at each other for over a minute. You can see the plane, you can see the helicopter, and it's just a slow motion train wreck, as they say. But you really can't see much else, and we really didn't have any other crisp and clear footage of the actual crash itself. This is footage that's taken from the top of the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. that's 2 miles away from the actual crash. I'm getting to the cover up here in just a moment, but what you'll be able to see here is the actual impact. You can still see the blast, but you can't actually see who's at fault, what the aircraft are actually doing, if there's any maneuverability. And ladies and gentlemen, all you see really is a massive fireball that is perceptible even from this far away, right here. Okay. Here's where things start getting strange. So you'd think that the authorities would want all available resources and the public to see everything that's happening in this crash so that we can determine who's at fault and why. But instead, there are arrests being made from the people who leaked this footage. I'm very upset at this because I'm very glad we have this footage. We've played the footage many, many times on the show. And I'm glad that CNN published this. This is the point. This is actual good journalism. The more information, the better. being able to see the helicopter not waver at all, not move at all, and slam right into the side of the aircraft tells us a lot about what was going on inside of the helicopter.
Yeah. So friends, I am disappointed because this plane and this helicopter very this plane and this helicopter was very slow motion. So why how does this accident? So this is very bad.
Yet there are workers at the Metropolitan Washington Airport that have been arrested for leaking this video. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
They could leak literally
No, right. This is not a
everything about Donald Trump. They could leak the contents of Donald Trump's sock drawers, and you'll get nothing but applauded. But you leak the footage where 67 parents, children, moms, dads, Olympians, Chinese nationals, Russian nationals perish on this doomed flight from Wichita, and oh boy, quick, arrest them. I hate this. 2 employees.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you because I had this.
For Metropolitan Washington Airport Authority have been arrested over a leak of American Airlines passenger jet colliding with an Army helicopter. The plane carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members was approaching Reagan National Airport when it was hit by a Black Hawk Army helicopter conducting a training flight. Footage of the extraordinary incident quickly went viral, sparking frenzied conspiracy theories online. And that video was leaked to CNN by 2 members of the staff at the airport, authorities now say, according to ABC. The duo have been charged with computer trespass for allegedly making the unauthorized copies of the airport authority records. Mohammed Mengay of Rockville, Maryland, he was booked into Arlington County Adult Detention Center, later released. 45-year-old Jonathan Savoy of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, was arrested at the same incident, and he was released upon summons of a magistrate. Washington, D.C.'s airspace is notoriously congested, and there have been mounting fears that a tragedy was on the horizon. Here are some
Who is he?
individuals who were working at the airport.
So parents, this is this parent, their subject.
Airport that leaked this footage. They were clearly trying to maybe make a buck. I'm sure CNN paid for it. Common practice in media to pay for exclusive content. These 2 individuals are doing the public a service. Maybe that's not what their intention was. Maybe they just wanted to make a quick buck. But why didn't Reagan National Airport release this footage? Hold on. So these 2 individuals had to behave criminally, and they did behave criminally, right? It's like a strange gray line where you should have as much information. The public deserves to see as much of this crash as possible. Why don't we have the helicopter recordings? Why can't we hear what's happening inside of the Army helicopter? Why don't we have the recordings from the military base, Fort Belvoir, that was operating this Army helicopter? Why haven't more people from our United States military come out and spoken about this?
Hello.
This seems to be a massive cover-up. The helicopter's clearly at fault. I have had dozens of pilots, Black Hawk and commercial airline alike, call me and say, according to all available recordings, this Black Hawk helicopter was at fault, flying not where it was supposed to be, not responsive. Something went wrong.
Yeah, I think.
Something went horribly dark and wrong inside of that cockpit. We must know how and why.
Right.
But they're not being transparent about this. They're being withholding. In fact, they're charging people. They're only charging these 2 people. You can leak on Trump. Whole thing makes me sick. So many leaks on President Trump. So many leaks on President Trump that led to impeachments of Donald Trump. Illegal leaks on Donald Trump. How many have there been? Tens of thousands? No one's charged ever for any of it. But then you release footage that the public deserves to see because we all fly and we all fund the infrastructure of this country to keep us safe. And we're all required to know.
So parents, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel and click this notification.
No, like to have a functional economy in a functional country, we must know that we're safe when we're flying.
Yeah, that's right.
And they charge them? I mean, honestly, I got to tell you, if there's ever a time for them to waive this and say these 2 individuals were acting in the public interest, it's this.
That's right.
Because
I think so.
the more information, the better.
Yeah, right.
This is what causes suspicion. This is why I use the metaphor about the serial killer.
Yeah.
Because actually, This was a mass murder.
Yeah.
This is what happened here. Somebody was at fault. There's no such thing as a zero fault accident in the insurance world. Someone is at fault.
So parents, I want to say this video was very sad because 4 days ago, a plane and helicopter crashed. Lot of lot of family very very disappointed and very you lost your father and everything. So this is very bad news. So parents, okay. At first, I think Tampa should send this America history. This is very important. So in America. So I know this is very very amazing, very very important. So Tampa, do you know? Tampa 3 months ago said Tampa will be American president, and then Tampa sent this America history. Where? So this is very bad for America. I think this is very bad news for America people. At first, Tampa should send this America history. So this is very important, and I think there are a lot of illegal enemy in America. So there are a lot of illegal enemy foreign country in America. So example China, Mexico, and another country. So I think these parents crashed inside another illegal enemy, and illegal lot of enemy. So this is very bad news. So parents, Tampa should Tampa quickly send this American history. So this is very important. So friends, do you agree with me? Please comment. Okay friends, see you later again in another video.